Hey you guys, happy Monday. I'm happy to report I'm at like almost 100% well. Um, the only throwback stuff I still have from COVID at this point is I still don't have taste and smell, but my energy's back. I'm feeling good and just wanted to update you there. But today I wanted to pop on and talk to you just about something that came up, and I'm going to call it one of Ed's dirtiest tricks. Um, Ed, he works on our mind. And he does that in the form of telling us lies. He often tells us that food will do certain things for us. It'll give us comfort. It'll fix things that it won't fix. But I have a client who'd sent me a message, and she's new to sobriety, and after our call, she was thinking, and it's like Ed had attacked her. And one of the things that he attacked her with was fear. And we've talked about fear in this group at different times. But it was basically, she sent me a list of things I'm afraid of. And as I went through this list of things that she's afraid of, I realized that each one of those was an Ed lie, and it's one of the trickiest things that he does in terms of lies. And that is, he gets us so caught up in the future, a future that may or may not happen, because none of us is assured of what our future is. We only have the day that we're in. But it gets us so much in future thinking that it makes us sabotage today. So, for example, he was talking to her about, like, she said, I'm afraid that I won't even want to go to Italy now, knowing that I can't have pasta. Or I'm afraid that I will never be able to eat cake again. Or I'm afraid that in this future event, I'll be miserable when everyone else is is having a good time. And so I was thinking about how it's such a dirty trick. What he does is he gets you thinking about a future without him in it. And a future without Ed looks like a sober future. And yes, that means there are certain things that you're not going to be eating, but the picture that he paints is that your life is going to be so miserable and so incomplete, and there's no possible way that you can see it through. He gets you so discouraged about a future that may or may not happen, events that are yet to come, that you lose your focus today, or you become discouraged today. So if I fall for the lie that, you know what, there's no way you can stay on plan for your child's wedding next year because you're going to eat the cake, right? If that's one of the lies that I fall for, then Ed, the next thing that Ed will tell me is there's no point in being sober now because you can't maintain this long term. And that's really what his end goal is. It's to get us to disrupt our sobriety now, and to get us so discouraged about the future that we can't continue, or we don't feel motivated to continue today. So it's really a dirty trick. How do we overcome that? When Ed starts talking to us about, yeah, but when you go on that cruise in May, you're going to want to eat this, this, and this, or you're going to be miserable. The first thing you have to do is you have to pull it back to today, and you have to say, whatever happens in May, I'm staying sober today. And then the second thing that you have to do is you have to say, I won't be the same person in May that I am today. And the reason that we are not the same person down the road is because every single time we make a good choice, every single time we make it through a day sober or a situation sober, it's like we get handed a chunk of confidence, and we get to put that confidence in a backpack. And then we come up against, and I have a sober day, and I get a chunk of confidence, and I make it through a dinner with friends, and I stay sober, and I get a big chunk of confidence, or I make it through a special occasion or a holiday, and I get a big chunk of confidence, and then I face something big like a cruise where I'm on a boat for 5 days, and I have all this confidence that I didn't have today. So he's trying to put us as the person we are today before we have gained all that confidence and wisdom from what we're going to go through, he tries to put us in a future situation, and that's scary. The truth is, by the time you get to that future situation, you will have enough sobriety, results, confidence to make it through. And so those things that he plants, those things he says about the future are a lie. And it's twofold. One, to get you off your game today. So the first thing you have to do when you start to have these thoughts is reinforce that whatever happens in the future, I'm going to make good choices today. The second thing is you have to address that. You have to say, when the time comes, I believe I will have the confidence to make it through. And so I just wanted to share that with you, because I think he uses, it's not just fear of missing out, but it's really getting us too wrapped up in future thinking. And it's a pretty dirty trick, but if you stop and you walk through it and you work through it and you reach out for help and you talk about what your issues are with the future, or what your fears are for the future, you can almost always work those out, especially if you talk to someone who's been sober, like me, because I have been through these situations. I've been to other countries, I've been on cruises, I've been on vacations, and there are people who can help you and give you wisdom to get through those things. But the version of you that will face those future things is not the person you are today. So don't spend a bunch of energy on that. Focus on today. So I just wanted to share that with you, and just give you another heads up on one of Ed's kind of dirty tricks. Hope y'all are having a good day. It's our last week in the group. Let's see, I think next Tuesday is February 1st. I'll be posting the link sometime this week in case you guys want to sign up to continue to stay in the group. I hope many of you do. I am thrilled with the some of the bonds that are happening here. I'm thrilled with the interactions and the support that's happening here. But obviously, I'd love for you all to stay if you want to. We have a couple of new people coming in, as we always do. But I'm really excited and thrilled about the atmosphere and the bonds and the community that we're creating here. But of course, I am here for you. We will have call number 4 on Saturday the 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern, and I will see you then.